This is my Disc Destroyer. It's a mean little machine with one job, testing grinding discs. With so many grinding discs and countless reviews, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. This is where the Disc Destroyer comes in. It cuts through the noise, delivering real results. No bias, no sponsorships, just cold hard tests. Grinding discs can face a lot of real-world challenges, like high and low pressures, hot and cold materials, and of course, fast and slow speeds. This machine tests it all, so that we can finally find the truth in the reviews. Today I am testing the Blackhawk Type 27 flap disc, coming in at $2.75. There are a lot of positive reviews for this disc. Many praise its durability and its effectiveness compared to other discs at higher price points. However, there are also plenty of negative reviews that claim the opposite, saying the disc's durability is its weakest aspect. This dissatisfied reviewer says the disc deformed very quickly and did not hold up to his standards for finishing. Even this middle-of-the-road review mentions how quickly the disc wears out. So which of these reviews are spot on, and which reviews are way off? Let me break this down for you. Each disc will be grinding this test bar to see how much it can remove within 20 minutes time. This will chart out its story and tell us exactly how this disc behaves based on how much material it removes at any given point. But if the disc stops effectively grinding the bar or just straight up disintegrates, the test is over. Let's begin. I started by replicating light pressure grinding with a 4-pound weight, about the same weight as a grinder. This disc was slow to start, quickly losing efficiency. After the first 4 minutes, the disc was already showing signs of glazing, and by 8 minutes the test was stopped, because the disc was no longer taking material off from the coupon. When I took a closer look, I saw a little over 2 inches of material had been removed. So far these results were lining up with the more critical reviews, especially in its short durability. Now I want to see if we can make the disc last longer with a heat variable. So I heated up the first few inches of the coupon to simulate grinding a hot weld. Unfortunately, the disc performance was nearly identical to the cold test, only getting another half an inch in the same amount of time. But I am determined to get the best out of this disc, so I changed up one more thing: the grind speed. I kept the 4 pounds of pressure, but decreased the grinder RPM from 11,000 to 6,000, just to see if that will help it take off more material. At the slower speed, the disc performed about the same. In both hot and cold tests, the effectiveness trailed off at just under 5.5 minutes. So what's happening here? It seems that our discs are glazing or losing the abrasive quality early in the test. These results are definitely closer to the more negative reviews. One last thing I want to try to get it to last longer, like in this glowing review, is adding more pressure. So I upped the grinder speed back to its maximum RPM, and this time I swapped out the 4-pound weight and increased it to 8. And when I started the 8-pound cold test, the disc finally began to grind like the positive reviews had mentioned. The Blackhawk disc ended up lasting the entire 20-minute test and cut off over 23 inches of material. It seems that higher pressure makes all of the difference with this disc. Looking at the graph in this photo of the disc after 20 minutes, it certainly seems like it could grind on and on. Let's see how it handles grinding a hot weld under this pressure. With that added heat on the coupon, the disc once again lasted all 20 minutes of the test. This time it performed slightly better, taking off just under 24 inches of material. The hot metal didn't wear down the disc and actually gave it a small edge over cold. So how accurate are these reviews? Well, according to these tests, I believe that these positive reviews were achieved with heavy pressure on the grinder. And as a bonus, if you grind on hot material with heavy pressure, the disc's performance will be slightly better. As for the negative reviews, they likely used the disc with light pressure, making it glaze quickly. I did not, however, see any deformation of the actual disc. If you'd like to see the data I've collected for this disc, as well as the other discs in these tests, I've posted them at the Fireball Forum, linked in the description. I'm going to keep posting more and more of these test videos, so stay tuned to find the truth in the reviews. And if you're wondering why I built the rig the way I did, how it works, and what it's all about, I have a video that goes into great detail that you should check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.